112. Your Mother Ate My Dog, the podcast, live on YouTube, Twitch, and Spotify.
We're live on Spotify?
Live on well, no, but
Oh.
we're technically live on Spotify now that people are listening to this. Probably maybe on Spotify.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was possible.
We're live in the sense that people can listen to us right now because I have already uploaded this in the future.
Do you know what live means?
Well, we're live in the sense that they're listening to this like it's live, but
Okay.
even though this happened 15 hours ago
I
or
think
whatever.
listening to a recording means you're not listening to it live. That's just my sort of grasp on the concept, but maybe I'm wrong.
Am I higher too? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Hi Jesse.
Hello. Hi, Josh.
Do you have a Spotify account?
Yeah. I don't use it, but I have one.
Oh, okay. So you didn't look at it today when all the rap stuff came out. You didn't look at your Spotify Wrapped and see what you listen to. If you don't listen to anything, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I'll click on Spotify right now and will it give me a rap?
Yeah, it'll come up in a sense. Yeah.
Do you have to have
Um,
premium to get a rap?
oh, I don't know. I have premium. I pay. The price is going up. I paid $12 now for it. So maybe, probably not. I think just any account.
Um, no, it's not working for
Nothing,
me.
nothing coming up for you. I guess
No.
maybe you're not signed in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have you probably do you have to sign in? Do you have an account if you don't have premium, or you just have the app? And you don't know. Anyways,
I have no idea.
I listened to 18,000 minutes on Spotify this year.
Mm-hmm.
16,000 podcasts.
Podcasts, not our podcast though.
Podcasts. No. Our podcast is not in the top 5, even though I live it.
You live it, breathe it, but you don't play it. Which is fair enough.
I mean, I posted our thing, Your Mother Made Out the podcast.
Yes.
But it didn't. I don't think it said like how many minutes we were listened to or how many minutes we posted or whatever.
It's probably letting us down easy. Probably like, yeah, I don't think you want this information.
Yeah, today it's blueberry tea.
Ooh.
Blueberry tea in a Christmas mug. It is a truck with 2 Christmas trees in it.
A truck with 2 Christmas trees in it.
2 Christmas trees in the truck.
Wowzers. Now
And
that's a mug.
blueberry tea.
You don't fuck around with your tea situation, I'll tell you that for
Thanks.
free.
Well, I dug around 20 minutes ago looking for a good tea, and I found it was between black cherry
Mm-hmm.
or blueberry. So I chose blueberry, and it's a good decision.
I think that's a better nighttime choice. Just if I'm...
Yeah, it warms the cockles for sure.
Yeah. What, do you raw dog your tea? You put any sugar in it, or?
This tea? No. I don't know what you would call this tea. It's not green tea. It's not black tea. Is it black tea? I don't know, but no. This you just put the tea bag in, and then
Mhm.
you just let it seep. It says like 5 to 8 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you just drink it, and it tastes. It's a cup full of blueberries, but like normal tea, black tea, like Earl Grey, red rose, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Earl Grey and what's the other one?
There's all sorts.
I put you don't care. I put milk and sugar in that. A lot of sugar. Big sugar guy.
No, that's fair. I mean, when I drink tea, which I do actually maybe once every couple of nights, I put cream and sugar in mine. A decent amount of sugar.
At night?
Yeah.
Tea at night?
Yeah. Doesn't affect me.
Caffeine.
Yeah. Isn't that what you're drinking right now? Or is it decaffeinated?
I think no, it's not decaffeinated. It might have a lot of caffeine.
It's just
It
in.
also does, doesn't seem to affect me very much. I don't know what's going on. Hey, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you remember last year?
Yes.
Around this time last year, December, advent calendars,
Hmm.
but a beer advent calendar.
Yeah.
Do you do this again? Do that again this year?
I did not do that this year. I have
Yeah.
done it 3 years, and this year I decided against it.
Yeah, I was in a liquor store in like the beginning of November, and I saw like the Red Rocket one. There's a beer called, I think it's Red Rocket. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
That's a bad beer name.
Red Rocket beer? Red. Oh, now I'm not gonna know. Red beer.
Is it like the Red Truck?
Oh, Red Truck. I think it's Red Truck. Yeah. They did an advent calendar. It was like $80.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good. But it's December 4th, and I just kind of realized, oh, I didn't do that this year.
Well, that's
Didn't pay the $120 for it.
Well, the good one's like the Cascadia one, because then you get a bunch of different breweries and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want the same one.
No.
It's nice if it's different but no, I didn't do that this year. I was wondering if you did, but sad you didn't.
Yeah, this is a little expensive, and I haven't been drinking too many beers lately. And I was just like, yeah.
Right.
And it's also a bit of a commitment, like a beer every night, to go from like a beer a week, maybe a beer every 2 weeks, to one every night. It's kind of like a lifestyle change.
It is, yeah. I do remember it being very exciting at the beginning, and then hating myself at the end.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Maybe I'll go in and see. I can't afford it. I don't have a job, but go in and see if they've reduced the price. So I think I got it late last year. Got a little bit of a deal. Yeah. Anything else to do with you?
Nothing too crazy going on. I've been playing some Skyrim lately.
Oh, I was going to guess World of Warcraft. I was close.
It is kind of similar in a way. Yeah, I don't play too many video games, but I've beaten Skyrim like 3 or 4 times.
Maybe I'll do it again.
Yeah, but this time I'm for some reason when I played Skyrim the other times, I would do the main storyline, but there's tons of side things you can do. Like just so many things you can do. And I always like start doing the side things, and then I kind of be like, I just kind of want to get this over with, and I do the main story. So this time I'm very committed to just exploring the entire map and doing everything possible. So I've probably put in on this playthrough maybe 25, 30 hours so far, and I've only done like one of the story missions.
Is this podcast an inconvenience to you right now because you want to play Skyrim?
No, I can take it in small doses. Tomorrow I'll play, and then I'll probably take a couple days and
take a week off work and play some Skyrim.
Play the entire week of Skyrim, yeah.
And what do you play it on?
PS4.
Oh, fancy.
It's pretty fancy. My brother's old PS4 that he gave me, because he got a PS5. Now, you got a lot of free time lately. Have you been playing any video games?
No.
Okay. What do you do with all your free time?
I mostly feel sorry for myself.
Okay, very nice. Very nice.
I do watch a lot of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sit on the couch. I'm really into this man who does like scam baiting. Love a good scam baiter.
Is it the guy who always wears the sunglasses? That guy?
Yeah, Kid Boga. Yeah, it's great.
Pretty satisfying stuff.
That's been last week and this week. Maybe next week I'll go see what Northern Lion's doing.
There you go. I haven't been watching him lately. He hasn't been doing too many things that I enjoy watching, but I'll still catch one of his videos every once in a while.
Good guy. I saw him in a park once.
That was me.
I went up to him and it was you.
Yeah, that's me.
My birthday's coming up soon. About a month away.
Yep, early January.
It's probably episode, I don't know, 116 or 117, the birthday episode. And I am being gifted tickets to a Canucks game.
Oh, you
So
love
I'll
the
be in
Canucks.
I do. I love them when they're good. Yeah, and I'll be in Vancouver,
Hmm.
and I'll have to go to a park and see if I run into a bald man and his little child.
Well, I can give you intel as to which one I saw him at if you'd like, but that
Stanley.
obviously no wasn't at Stanley Park.
It's the only park I know.
Yeah, well,
Oh, Dude Chilling for all the Vancouver people. Dude Chilling Park? No, you haven't seen that?
Dude Chilling Park.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Google Dude Chilling Park.
Okay, Dude Chilling Park. Oops.
Yep. It's a park that was renamed in Vancouver, British Columbia. Where is it exactly? Unsure.
Seems to be
Uh,
called Guelph Park now. Guelph.
yeah, but it's a sign installation. It's basically art.
Dude Chilling Park. I see it. Why? What is it? What's the story behind this? Dude
It was just
Chilling
a
Park
prank.
is a sign installation originally created as a prank, which now has official public art status in Vancouver, British Columbia. Huh,
Yep.
interesting.
Is it close to where I want to go? Oh, never mind. It's in. I don't know Vancouver very well.
Right.
That that map does not help one bit.
If you have
Um,
time to get some good food, you should go to Donbo Ramen. But
is that right downtown?
yeah, it's pretty right downtown. It's on Robson Street.
Okay, because I'll be heading downtown because that's where they play
Yeah.
on a Thursday to work off for this, um, and then I'll meet up with my brother. I assume
Mm-hmm.
we'll go to the game, and then I'm hoping to be invited back to his place to sleep, which I think that's the plan. But
Yes.
he lives in North Van,
Okay.
and then Friday I have to make my way back from North Van to the ferry somehow.
Oh, it's super easy. If you,
I'm sure it is. I'll have a compass card.
there you go. That's all you need. Hop on the bus when you get off the ferry. I think it's like the 6:20 or something.
Oh
Six.
yeah, getting there is not the issue. Coming back maybe is the issue.
Well, you
I
just kind of do the
s-
steps in reverse, really.
right, because I assume it being a Friday, he would probably have to work, which means I would have to find my way back from
Yep.
North Van. But not an
Super easy.
issue with an unlimited compass card.
Yep. Yep.
I just hope I don't get stabbed.
That would be bad. That would make for a bad Vancouver trip, wouldn't it?
Hey, you see the news?
Um.
People got stabbed today in Vancouver.
Oh no, I
That
didn't.
was that's what I
You're making a reference to that.
yeah
I just figured it happens probably there fairly often. So
yeah probably.
big
But yeah,
city and all that, you know.
it's good to read the news.
It is. Stay up on things such as strikes, and
Ooh, no, let's not talk about that.
let's not talk about the strike. No,
I get paid tomorrow.
that's great. Are you excited for your, you know, $450?
Yeah, no, it's a week worth of work. It's the last paycheck that I've worked.
Ah,
It's not even strike pay.
okay. Then you'll
You
start
know,
feeling the pain.
yeah. Um, if I strike every single day for a month, I'll make my rent. So
There you go. Sounds like a foolproof plan to me.
yeah. If you read the news, you would know that in 2015, the first permanent colony was established on the moon. What did you watch the movie? Event Horizon, your
I,
movie
w-
choice.
I,
You
w-
watched that
I
today?
f- yes, I did. I finished it only an hour and a half ago or so.
Yeah, it was a nice hour and a half movie. It was action packed, but the the card at the beginning of the
Oh,
movie.
right, right. Okay, yes.
2015. There was because this movie came out in 1997.
So they
Took
had to
place in
guess.
2047. So they had to guess, even though it was only 20 less than 20 years
Hmm.
from 97 to 2015. But then it was 50 years in advance and crazy. And there's still a dude named Justin.
Still a dude named Justin. Yep.
But so he was probably in his 20s, I would assume. So he would have been born around now.
Hmm.
I don't think people name their kids Justin anymore.
No, they name people things like sort of, G-Force, stuff like that.
You know somebody who named their kid G-Force?
Yeah, G-Force and uh, Picture and Couch. All futuristic names that are coming out these days.
Is this people at your work?
Yeah. Yeah, Couch is the new guy, and Picture has been there for a while. And G-Force is actually not from my work, somewhere else.
Oh, works at the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, the one in Salem.
Okay, let's talk about Event Horizon, the 1997 movie that has a young Lawrence Fishburne and a young Sam Neill. Wasn't expecting him to become the villain, so that was cool.
Me neither.
Big
Yep.
villain guy, big guy who got bald and a lot of makeup at the end.
Yeah, he had a few cuts on him. His eyes got healed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Different
that sort
guy.
of thing. Yeah, crazy.
So this was before The Matrix, right? So this was like Lawrence Fishburne prepping himself for his Matrix role.
There was some Matrix moments, especially like when they're. Have you seen The Matrix? I assume.
Yeah.
When they're on their like little ship. I don't know what the hell
Mhm.
that ship's called, but reminded me of that a bit.
Lewis and Clark.
Not the. I mean the one from The Matrix.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's gonna be a long night.
it is. It is indeed. We got 33 more minutes until that 50-minute mark. And boy, it's going to feel like 33 minutes, I tell you.
Yeah. So this movie too, it came out around the same time as the Titanic,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's by the same people who put out the Titanic, and they felt pressure to get it out sooner because the Titanic, the Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet movie, it was delayed and delayed and delayed, and so they felt they had to kind of push this movie out. So what we saw was kind of a maybe not quite a finished film, and it was supposed to be 2 hours and 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and a little more crazier. What would they have put in those extra minutes? Unsure. A longer murderous orgy scene, perhaps.
Yes. Could have been. I heard there was supposed to be a lot more of like the whole hell. We're supposed to like see more of that, but we didn't.
Space hell. What did you think of the movie, Event Horizon?
I thought it was a pretty good movie, actually. I did.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
I did enjoy it. I think it helped when I saw the Rotten Tomato score and it was like 30% or something like that.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, maybe this movie kind of sucks. But then, surprise, surprise, didn't suck. I mean, there was some suck, sprinkled in there for sure. Wasn't a perfect movie, but there was a lot about it that I liked. I liked that it was quite dark. Not dark as in like I hate when movies are too dark you can't see them. Didn't have that problem. It was sort of like dark tones, themes, that sort of thing. And there was some pretty good practical effects. It wasn't all practical effects though, but the ones that were there were pretty cool. And I think it was just like a cool idea in general. I have to imagine, was this like based off a book or anything like that? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
It was a cool idea. I mean, it was definitely like Hellraiser a little bit. And it was definitely like Alien too. I mean, there was definitely some inspiration from from that easily. You could tell,
Mhm.
but it was also its own thing too, and very 90s in a lot of ways.
Yeah. It was supposed to be very like more violent. The 2 hour movie was too violent apparently.
Hmm. Yeah, they were. I
Um,
think I read something like they were worried that it would. I guess the more violent, the less it's a general audience is gonna like it. I guess.
this movie did lose a lot of money, like $20 million.
Hmm.
It was by the same guy who did the Resident Evil movies.
Yeah. When I mean, I did the production value. You could tell was high. Like they didn't. It didn't feel like they were wasting money or anything like that. Like it was definitely.
It's like $60 million.
Yeah, it was a good looking movie. Especially the spacecraft was cool.
Mhm.
I thought. Um, yeah, kind of like that very futuristic. Totally. I felt like the design of the ship was like really impractical, but it still looked cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought this movie would kind of suck.
Hmm.
Seeing how much money they lost and the score. Um, but like from the beginning, like I was hooked.
Yeah, it
Like,
was definitely not at all boring. That's for
no,
sure. And
mm,
I mean, I guess part of the problem was some of the actors and a few of the characters I didn't really care for. Especially that guy that was there who was clearly like the comedic relief.
he was funny. They also still drank coffee in 2047, which I liked.
Apparently, it felt like a movie that really would have done better without a comedic relief. I don't know if that was really all that necessary. I think it definitely detracted from the movie, especially because he wasn't funny.
Okay, well, let's talk about the one scene which wouldn't have made any sense at all. And that was when he was outside, obviously doing a spacewalk, trying to fix stuff, and he got shot by Evil Sam Neill, and then like flew away,
Yeah,
or no, no, that was sorry, I'm ahead of myself. He exploded, was in the exploded ship, and then he was flying away,
yeah,
and then he cut off his air, and then zoomed back to the ship,
yeah.
which would, I mean, I don't think that would have happened one bit.
No, no.
And then he ended up getting shot
Yeah,
by the evil Sam Neill, but no chance. And like it, and the way they filmed it too, it seemed like a comedy relief thing, which didn't fit. Whoa, look at
yeah,
me.
yeah. He's like, I'm coming back, motherfuckers. I don't know. It was just
Yeah.
like really. It was like, oh no. So didn't like that very much.
Hmm. Yeah. I think they had too many people, too many
Yeah,
characters in the ship. They call it kind of just meshed together.
they did. They did.
Like yeah, they could have gotten rid of two of them.
Yeah, I felt like a few less characters and a bit more depth on, maybe their backstories or whatever. Could have done better.
Yeah, Sam Neill. I mean, he flipped pretty quick, maybe too quick.
Yeah, I bet you that's probably something that got lost in the editing down.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a little gradual crazy, not just him being like, "I'm home," and then
He's like, I
I don't know,
am home. It's like,
sitting
okay.
sitting in his little room, looking at the core.
Yeah,
I don't know.
there was yeah, there was definitely some issues with the story and yeah, some of the characters. I think just we missed out on some things that could have been there. So
Sorry, we had a comment, and then I just replied. Oh, sorry. So that's what we got,
hey, what's up? Diggs,
and
by the way, 7.
then I reply with that because that's what we're doing. We're doing here. We're just talking the movies.
Yes,
Um, yeah,
very
I
good.
liked I liked Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah, he was
You
pretty
know,
good. He's pretty good.
is he really a leading guy? I don't know. Um, but he was a good captain.
Yes, he
One of
was
the things.
very. I liked him that he kind of needed to be there as someone who wasn't an idiot,
Yeah,
and he was he was smart. He
yeah,
didn't really make a whole lot of wrong decisions really. Although this movie did have a lot of like, okay, clearly you shouldn't go in that room, or clearly even at the very beginning they're like, oh, the Event Horizon, we've only recovered one audio clip, and I'll play that for you right now. And it's just like everyone's screaming bloody murder and clearly getting something horrific is happening. It's like, okay, we need to
yeah.
go to that ship. It's like, I don't think you should. I think that's a
What,
pretty clear indication you shouldn't.
what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah,
They all died.
yeah. Well, everyone on the original ship died.
I I did like how I did like how I can't remember what I was gonna say now. I didn't like how they kept having like dreams where Sam Neill would just show up and like jump scare kind of,
Hmm.
and then just go back. No, this is real life. It's fine. Like at the end,
Yeah,
bad ending score.
yeah, that's fair. There was a lot of I don't know. There was moments where there was kind of genuine, it was kind of freaky what was going on, but there was a lot of kind of cheap jump scares as well, which I think they kind of did a bit too much.
Yeah, it's a child.
Yeah, the child
I mean,
child thing.
to be fair, the sun thing was kind of cool. Him leading her off though
Hmm.
to fall to her death. That
I,
was
I
cool.
thought that reminded me of Ghost Ship,
Oh yes, little throwback.
and then also the guy, the I guess he was like the medic or whatever, getting splayed and hooked up with the little hooks. It
Oh
reminded me of
yes,
Ichi the Killer as well.
yep. Ugh, yeah. Yeah, this was like Ghost Ship, but in space, maybe. But a
Yeah,
little better.
yeah.
Uh, oh, and there's a lot of foreshadowing too in this. Um, like him being talking about fire.
Hmm.
You ever seen fire in space? And then we saw more fire in space.
Hmm.
And then there's other stuff, but I can't remember because I'm terrible. I don't write notes.
Yeah, it was it was a cool sci-fi horror that had some. It was intelligent, to an extent. It wasn't just a sort of thrown together action heavy. There was some depth to it, which I liked.
I hated Justin.
He's the guy that
You
got
know,
sucked in or whatever at the beginning.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and him being calling everybody like, was his name Baby Bear?
Baby bear. Yeah, I think so.
Baby something.
Yeah,
It's okay, Mama Bear. I'll be okay. Then he tried to kill himself. Didn't work.
yeah,
Yeah, and then he ends up surviving at the end. Like, what is that? But
yeah.
maybe here's my thought. He was a terrible actor, so they
Mm.
switched it up halfway through. They're like, hey, you're no longer acting. We're just gonna lie you on a sheet, and then we'll just carry you to the end. And then
Yeah, yeah. No more lines for you, buddy.
terrible. I don't know. Wonder if he's acted since.
I kind of recognize him a little bit, so I bet you he has.
I recognized the main woman.
Mm.
I don't know what she's been in, but she looks familiar. Uh, Jason Isaacs as well,
Hmm.
the medical doctor. He's in
Hmm.
a lot of stuff, but more as a villain. Uh, Justin's real name is Jack Noseworthy.
Oh, that's a
He's
name.
in. I can't. He was in the Bon Jovi music video "Always."
Of course.
He was in the Public Theater's 2006 production of Mother Courage and Her Children with Meryl Streep,
There you go.
but hasn't really been in anything.
Okay.
He has a son. Oh, he was in Encino Man. He played Skater number 1.
Okay, so he's done some good work then. So, you know, he had maybe this one bad performance, but I bet you I haven't seen Encino Man. I know of it. I bet you he was really good in that.
Oh, that could be a good podcast movie.
We don't
Have you
have
seen
to.
Have you seen Undercover Brother?
I have seen Undercover Brother, yes, with Denise
He,
Richards, and is he in
yeah,
that?
he's in that. He plays Mr. Elias.
There you go. He's got quite the resume. Undercover Brother, Encino Man, and Event Horizon.
He was in one episode of CSI. He played Dwight.
Mm.
That's it for Jack Noseworthy. Thank you for your
Thanks, Jack.
contribution. Oh, big yawn. We only have 20 minutes left.
Sorry, it was just such a long list of movies that Jack Noseworthy has done that it started getting into me. So,
Yeah, good movie.
mm-hmm.
I mean, the acting was good too. Like it seemed like a realistic acting. Like it seemed like they were actually just people on a ship. It didn't seem overacted. They were trying too hard. Just
That's
them
true.
being annoyed at the situation. And it was Lawrence Fishburne and the main girl. I thought were the two better ones at that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I thought Sam Neill was excellent as well.
I keep forgetting about Sam Neill. Now, there's two girls, two females in the film.
Yeah.
One of them is Peters, and one of them is Lieutenant Stark.
Yeah.
Which one's which?
Peters is the one who like keeps seeing her child and falls off the grate and dies.
Okay.
And
Stark's the main.
Stark's the girl who like lives at the end.
Oh my goodness! Right. Stark was good.
Mm-hmm.
Better. I mean, Peters is fine.
Yeah.
This film probably passes the Bechdel test.
Yeah, I believe so.
They probably talk to each other.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Good.
Yeah, definitely. I know for sure I would have liked it more if there was more of like the hell scenes and more sort of gore and sort of that sort of thing.
We could have seen the 2-hour version, but they deleted all the footage, so they didn't, because they wanted to make like a DVD extra thing because it was 1997, like 10 years later or whatever. But somebody just deleted it all, and
it's all lost. It's gone.
We'll never see it.
Who knows? Maybe one day it'll come.
No, they deleted it. It's literally gone.
Maybe maybe somebody who worked on it made their own copy. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe Jack Noseworthy had his little camcorder out.
He had his nose into things that he shouldn't have.
Right, because of his name. Yeah, that's good. Pretty good. Okay, well, anything else you want to talk about? With Event Horizon, better than anticipated. Not
better
a bad
than
choice.
Anticipated. I liked it. I would recommend it to people who like sci-fi horror movies. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's a no. You don't have anything else?
No, I think that's it. I liked the green room thing. You know, when he was like in that corridor that was beside the gate, and it was like all full of like computer chips and stuff.
Yep.
That was cool.
The rotational shot of the space station over Earth took nearly a third of the film's visual effects budget.
Oh.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember that either. Not worth it. I was also thinking about, you know, like when Sam Neill gives Lawrence Fishburne like a vision into what the hell looked like. And it was like the really like quick cuts and showed, you know, people in different forms of mutilation or whatever. Like that was a lot of effort to set up all those shots for us to see like half a second of each one. It's like, damn, they put a lot of effort in that and we didn't see basically any of it.
They could have lost other stuff and made that a little more longer. You know?
A little more longer.
Yeah, there the power core thing in
Yeah.
the middle of the circle that um, it was designed to make it look like the puzzle box in Hellraiser.
There you go.
What else?
I also learned something when I was looking at the reviews on Letterboxd.
Letterboxed, Jinx.
A lot of people were saying this was like Warhammer 40K, and which just opened my eyes to me, and I realized I don't know what Warhammer 40K is. I thought it was like a game with like little figures, and it was like had to do with it was like a war game. I had no idea it had to do with like hell.
It's a miniature war game produced by Games Workshop. It is a popular miniature war game in the world.
Yeah. I don't know. A
They're-
lot of people are like, "Oh, this is like Warhammer 40K." I'm like, "Oh, is it? Okay."
Just believe it. I think there's a movie coming out. I think they're making a movie with Henry Cavill wants to be the guy.
Well, yeah, he loves Warhammer.
That's what I hear.
Yep, that's his thing.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, let's do scores.
Let's do it. Scores out of 10.
How do you like the acting?
The acting was quite solid, I thought, especially from the lead. The lead three,
Lawrence Fishburne, yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne and the lady and
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. I
The
didn't
lady
like
Jolie Richardson.
Jolie Richardson. I didn't like the comic relief guy. The guy who was like fixing the ship and
Loved coffee.
yeah,
You want something long and black inside of you, or
hot and
you
black.
say- yeah,
Hot.
not long.
I love my
black.
coffee long. Yeah, I didn't like him. He was pretty awful. I wish he wasn't in it, but what can you do? But overall, I mean, the acting was pretty solid. 7?
No, not 7. It's a 6 out of 10 for me. Sam Neill. Yeah, he was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Did really well. Yeah, no, I like the acting. I said it before. It was a natural acting situation.
Au
by many of them.
natural, as the French
didn't-
would say.
I didn't hate the comic relief guy, but 6 out of 10. I mean, nothing.
6 all out of 10. I
nothing
agree.
special.
Well, I don't agree. I said 7.
Ending. Does the ending start when Lawrence Fishburne blows himself up, or is that beforehand? Spoiler alert: Lawrence Fishburne sacrifices himself for the greater good.
But he doesn't die. He separates the two ships, and his ship goes into a black hole.
He dies. Does he not die?
No.
Huh?
No, he was just blowing up the like connector thing between the two parts of the ship, and then you see his part of the ship get sucked into the to like the black hole on Neptune or whatever.
So he dies.
Well, no, it's not explicitly shown, I don't think.
Here's what Wikipedia says. Miller fights him off and detonates the explosives, sacrificing himself. I think I just assumed that he died, and that was kind of what we were supposed to think. He died because he went down with the ship ish.
Yeah, okay. He's dead. Fair enough.
Endings in movies like this are tricky. It's very strange, especially when the main guy dies or floats off to Neptune or whatever, and then they just have like random people who survive. But then, like, like people show up and they're like, "We're here to rescue you." How do they find him? I thought the antenna was down. But then, okay. something I do appreciate though, beginning of the movie, Sam Neill in the stasis thing
Yeah.
has kind of a nightmare in it. Then
Hmm.
we go back to the end of the movie. Jolie Richardson Stark has kind of a nightmare in it too, with Sam Neill.
Yes. Full
So
circle.
that was cool. Yeah, we love a full circle. Uh, the ending was fine. I guess I liked how Sam Neill was like he could still be out there
Hmm.
wrecking havoc instead of just him, even though he did end up in space. Also, we'll do 6 out of 10 as well. 6 out of 10. My long explanation for nothing. 6 out of 10.
I think I agree. I would give the ending a 6 out of 10. I thought it was all right. I mean, they
Mhm.
did the thing where like a lot of like horror type movies do this, where it's like, okay, everything's okay now. No, wait, it's not. Oh, actually, it is. It's kind of like a common trope, which was fine. I mean, I liked I liked the last 10 minutes of the movie a lot, so I can't fault it too much.
That
I
is
think,
the ending.
yeah, I give it 6 out of 10.
Okay. Well, if you had to, okay, we'll change it up. If you had to give a score out of 5 for the whole movie, what would you give it?
We're changing it up. Episode 112. Now's the time.
Yeah,
If I
just tell me
were
what you do it out of 5,
okay,
and I'll multiply it by 2, and that's the score out of 10.
okay, I'd give it a 3.25 out of 5.
6.5.
Yeah, a 6.5
Okay.
out of 10. I thought it was quite enjoyable, never boring, lots of cool practical effects, cool idea, decent acting. I liked it.
Yeah, it was. So back, I guess 2 years ago, we used to give expectation scores.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, this would have been high up in the expectation score because we had low expectations going in because obviously the movie lost a lot of money and it has a terrible score. And so this probably would have gotten like an 8 out of 10 for expectations,
Hmm.
which plays into it accounts into playing my score.
Hmm.
I would give it 3 out of 5,
Okay.
um, which sounds better than 6 out of 10. But
Does.
uh, yeah, it was a good movie. I didn't hate it. An hour and a half. It would have been interesting to see what they would have done with 2 hours. Normally, we're saying the opposite,
Yeah.
but give me more murdering or orgy stuff, and that would have been cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 6 out of 10.
The eyeballs in the hand.
Yeah, where we're going, we don't need to see, or we don't need eyes or something.
That's the one.
Yeah, Sam Neill as a villain, quite interesting. I don't know if I liked it or not. I mean, he does have a punchable face, I guess.
I guess so.
Event Horizon
Sounds like the name of a video
112.
game.
Because there is a game called like Forza Horizon or something.
That is a race
Yeah,
car game.
Forza Horizon. There's maybe there's 6 of them. The newest one came out. Oh, they're I don't know. It's coming out maybe next year.
Okay, we'll keep your eye out for the next Forza Horizon game.
Yeah, 5 should be out though. So if you want to play 5, I'm sure it's good. Don't know.
Get it wherever you get your video games.
If they make 6 of them, then it's probably good. 5 is probably good.
I have
Maybe
to
there's a
imagine.
reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason they only made one Event Horizon.
Yeah.
What are you doing next Wednesday?
I should be pretty free next Wednesday.
Great. Do you want to know what you're watching?
I do.
Okay, so this weekend. Oh, I watched the new Twisters. The
Mm.
new movie called Twisters.
Yeah.
You seen that one?
No.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's not like a must see, but if you find yourself with some time, It's a long movie. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
Twisters.
Well,
Uh,
maybe not terrible.
so while I was trying to find a movie to watch this weekend, I went through kind of a rabbit hole on new movies that are out there that maybe have a good following, good words written about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I added to the list of movies that I eventually want to see. But this one I thought was interesting. It's kind of a little different than what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of early 2000s, late 90s, mid 90s,
We have.
kind of serious films.
Mm-hmm.
So I chose kind of an unserious film.
Okay.
It's a movie, a 2022 American slapstick comedy film. Your favorite.
Thank you.
It's called Hundreds of Beavers.
Hundreds of.
Beavers, the
Okay.
animal. Hundreds of Beavers. Inspired by the slapstick comedy of 1920s and 1930s artists. Think Chaplin. The film stars somebody as an applejack maker in a conflict with beavers trying to win the hand of a merchant's daughter. I watched the trailer, a little unhinged, but it has good reviews. It's kind of like a very indie film. It's 108 minutes, so a little over an hour and a half. But it's 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, which is the only one that really matters. And it might be on Prime, actually. But it probably isn't. It's probably on something. Let me take a look. Hundreds of Beavers. You're gonna really hate it, I think.
Awesome. It's got good reviews on.
No, I have good news. It is on Prime for free. So
Hey,
you can
that's
watch it
great.
on Prime.
Letterboxd
40
has
minutes.
got good. It's got good reviews.
Fantastic. Maybe give the trailer a watch just to kind of get the overall feel for it, or don't, and go into it blind and see what happens.
Okay. Great. Something different. Great choice, Josh.
Something different, yeah.
Something in the way she moves.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Yes. Did you do any Black Fridays?
Did that already. We did that already. Stop.
Black Friday shopping?
Yes, I did. I bought 2 pairs of work shoes and new work socks because I'm a positive man.
You'll
My
be going back to
shoes-
work anytime.
Well, I do wear one pair, so I have 2 pairs of the same shoes because they were on sale. 70 down from like 120.
Okay.
So I bought 2 pairs, one in black, one in blue. Switch it up a little bit, and then some like nice work socks, as I just said. And I do wear one pair, doing the whole strike thing, breaking them in. So that was purchase one, and then I made a second purchase for. We do a Secret Santa with Megan's family and a white elephant with my family.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bought presents for both of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to say it out loud because perhaps somebody involved in the white elephant, not that she'll listen 50 minutes in, but she might. So I'm not going to say what it is.
We talking about Penny here again? Or whoever the hell you said at the beginning? Who'd you say at the beginning? You said somebody's name. Peggy, Penny? You said somebody's name at the very beginning.
Of this podcast.
Yes. You're like, oh, hey.
I don't remember. It's 15 minutes ago. I guess I don't have a good
Okay,
memory.
you have to
I'll have to
re-listen.
I'll have to listen to it again. Oh, Jesse, have you done any Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday shopping?
No,
Then why'd you ask?
well, because I was curious about what was going on with you.
Oh, there is a white chair there now
Okay,
and some weights.
that's one of
This
those
chair,
IKEA chairs.
yeah, it's been in the family for generations, it would seem. The cats love to sleep on it. This chair used to be in the living room in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
but now that's where the Christmas tree is.
Whoa.
Yeah, we put our Christmas tree up this weekend. So
The cats leave it alone.
no, they don't.
Okay, awesome.
We have a spray bottle.
I got one of those right here. It says bad cat spray.
Nice. My cats can't read, so we just don't write anything on it.
That's fair. Yeah, we're like a bit of a jokey family here, so we write things like bad cat spray on the water bottles. Kind of funny that way, you know.
Speaking of jokes, I have a Christmas party this Friday. Not a Canada Post one because we're on strike, but a Megan one. And I've been told to not because she tells me a lot of stuff about her coworkers
Mm-hmm.
in the privacy of our own home. And I've been told not to make any sort of jokes, don't reference anything that's ever been said.
Okay.
So I'm going to be one boring guy on Friday.
Well, yeah, you're
No,
usually
no
the life of the
jokes.
party, so.
Yeah, you've ever been to the Bedmast in James Bay?
What?
So there's a pub or a restaurant in James Bay. You know where the Thrifties is? You go to James Bay a lot. The big James Bay guy.
No, not a big James Bay guy.
Then never mind. You won't know.
I think I know the thrifties you're talking about, though.
Okay, well, there's a Thrifties in James Bay. Across from that is a pub restaurant called the Bedmast. I have been calling it the Bedmast, like the math. No, it's the Bent Mast. The Bent Mast. But
Okay,
I've been calling it the Bedmast, like the math thing.
right.
You know what the math thing is? Bent Mast.
No, I don't know what the math thing is.
Yeah, it's a pub. So Bedmast. So we learned this in probably high school. But it stands for, it's an acronym. It stands for brackets, B. Exponents, E. Division, D. Multiplication, M. Addition, A. Subtraction, S. And that's the order that you do a math
Order of
equation.
operations.
Yeah, there you go. It's an
I
order of
see.
work left to right. Bed Mass, not the Bent Mast, which is a pub in James Bay.
Sounds similar, but different things entirely. I'm going to a
Yeah.
schnitzel house for Mackenzie's birthday. Nope, Mackenzie's staff Christmas party.
A schnitzel.
Yeah, I
house.
can't never remember what the fuck that place is called, but it's in Chinatown. I'll tell you that for free.
And this is unrelated to the present you got her.
What?
You got her a present.
Well,
And
what's
you
that?
sent me the present.
Yeah, no, that she already has that. That
I
was just a
know.
gift.
I said it's called the Eva Schnitzel
That's
House
it. Eva. That's it.
on Fiskard Street.
Yep.
Look at us talking about Vancouver and Victoria, all in the same podcast. They have so many followers on Instagram. The last thing they posted was 6 days ago. A rouladen, braised beef with bacon, served with a gherkin and mustard sauce, and braised cabbage.
It's very tasty. It's really expensive, but it's a treat from the boss. He pays, so
He's paying. What does she do?
she works in an accounting office.
There you go. they make money.
Yeah.
And then you guys are doing nothing for your Christmas?
No, I think on like the 19th we're having like a potluck, which we've never done, but our new boss wants to have one. It's just at work. It's like,
Brings the people together.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse. Well, thank you so much for participating in this episode 112. We reached that time of the day.
We did.
Some of us have to be up real early. Some of us also have to be up real early.
Some of us have to only do a 4-hour shift.
Yeah. Well, I wish I did more. Okay, I wish I had to do more, but I don't. I just walk around. Guess how many steps I did today?
Today, I think you did a little more than the 21,000. I think you were at 22,300.
I'm currently at 25,729. And that I didn't go to the grocery store. That's just all for my walking.
That's a lot of steps. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's literally all from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
That's when you were working.
I've
Makes
done
perfect
maybe
sense.
400 steps since I've been home.
You don't need to do no stepping when you're home. You do sitting and laying down when you're home. Stepping is for chumps. And you could like crab walk around, or you could roll around. I mean, you're in the privacy of your own home. You can get around however you want.
That's true. Thank you. Thank you. That's, you know what? I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna send that to Megan. See, look, I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
Clip it.
Okay.
Okay, folks.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
very much. And I
showing
wish
up.
you all the best.
That's so good. Thank you.
Thanks.